Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They run again on 1st down. Cook. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. Cousins gives way to Cook. Cook with a 1st down and much more. And he's going to get it all the way down to the 10-yard line. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down. Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal.
Watch the twitch.
Here's a give to Madison running right. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. 3rd and goal for Cousins. And that'll be caught by Diggs for a Minnesota touchdown. Stephon Diggs, his 4th touchdown on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Mike Zimmer's made the decision. His guys will go for 2.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Hey, check 24. Watch 24. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. 49, check 49. Gun. 49.
They're going to keep it on the ground. And he's going to get in for the score. And the lead now cut to 14. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. This will be taken very short. And they finally get to him, but not before he's past the 45 to the 46-yard line.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
Wentz now on 1st down. And the catch good. It's Eifert. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. Wentz now closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's 1st and 10.
Hey, wahoo! Hey, Mike 52. Mike 52. In the face. Kill. 52.
Wentz throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
You can't block me. You can't block me. Check 52's the mic. Check 52's the mic. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Again, they'll throw with Wentz. Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzomah. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. Wentz to throw again. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28, and they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
And he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. Throwing is Cousins. And Diggs has it. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. They get 14 there. 1st down, Vikings. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. They go play action. Cousins. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. And since they still have 10 yards to go, they'll just say, let's roll this over to 3rd down and decline it.
Let's just be honest about it. If you can't get them off the field on 3rd and 10, then something's wrong with your defense anyway. No sense in taking that penalty.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion.
57's the mic. Check one. Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57. I smell fear in that offense. I smell fear in that offense.
From the shotgun, it's Cousins. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
Check.
4th down, Cousins. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Deuce. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Rush in.
Here's Madison running on 1st down. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Final play of the half. Cousins. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
Let's go, defense. Hey, echo. 52,
Throwing is Wentz. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hall. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. A big play there for Cincinnati. 57 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. A quick throw now complete to Ross. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. 3 touchdown passes now for Carson Wentz. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, second half, no matter what. With those first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger. But no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing. And try and get back to where you were to start the half.
And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Sean Davis that time on the tackle. Play action now. Cousins. Wide open receiver complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 20-yard line. They'll run on first down. Cook. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far in this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. The quick slant caught. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. 3 yards is the gain that time, 2nd and goal.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Kill. Slam. Gun. You got motion man. You got motion man right there. 57.
On 2nd down, this is Madison. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It goes as a loss of 6. And now 3rd down. Going to run with Madison again. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. Now after that last play, there's a Bengal down on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down.
Hey, Haywood. Line 54. Hey, here we go. Right there.
Cousins to throw for it on 4th. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Stephon Diggs with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Vikings are able to close the gap just a bit. Mike Zimmer's made the decision. His guys will go for 2.
You got nothing today. You got nothing.
Working out of the gun, Cousins. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. The Bengals drive about to get going. They had that first half lead, but they have been shut down here in this 3rd quarter, so time to retool a bit.
And probably need to tap into that emotional vein that gets them back to really playing hard and effectively. Because a lot of times we think it's just play calls and this isn't working and they're shutting them down. Sometimes when you get a lead, you lose your edge. You don't play quite as hard. That's what they're looking for here.
Trying to get that edge back as they've watched this lead shrink a little. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal 1st down. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this one. He's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the 1st.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. A very solid gain of 27.
A gain of 27 on the play. 1st down, Bengals.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run pass option. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. The sack by big number 98, Linval Joseph.
It's 2nd down.
Here we go. Louis! Sunday! Time to go, night!
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. He gets this in the hands of Mixon.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs. They can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
And that'll set them back 5.
I know you feel that.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Shotgun now for Wentz. And that will be incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Here's Sam Cook now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. Out of bounds and close. The question, was it a touchback? No. They'll say it crossed out at the 2-yard line. Excellent placement, and off that bounce, Charles, I didn't know where it was going to go. It can be an inexact science as to where they place it, but they say the 2-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know how they really determined that. And let's face it, at the end of that play, one side's going to be happy, the other team's going to be unhappy. So, what do they do, shorten the hypotenuse? I mean, how do they figure that out? You know that stuff. You're the smart guy.
No, that's you, partner. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they will begin with, should we call it, far from ideal starting field position, their own 2-yard line.
So what's your definition of ideal?
The 1-yard line on the other side of the field.
Yes, exactly right. So, yes, your definition is apropos in this case.
They'll give him a yard on the play, and it'll be a 2nd down.
At the 3-yard line.
Hey, no, easy. Hey, Alpha. 57 to Mike. 57.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Cousins. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. A gain there of 30 big ones. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well and get a few stops.
Hey, Delta. Gun. Mike, 57. Go.
A 1st down throw for Cousins. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. From the gun, here's Cousins. He finds his man Johnson. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
A 5-yard gain. Brings up 2nd down at the 29-yard line.
57's Mike. Hey, exit. 57's the Mike. Watch 57.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Cousins, it's complete to Diggs. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's the Vikings in possession of the football, but they need some points. They're trailing here to start the 4th. The Vikings on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Slam. Check three.
Now a run with Cook. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. A pair of 1st downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44. Now Cousins. And Rudolph has it to tight end. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. To throw again on 2nd down. Cousins. And this one hauled in by Rudolph. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Cousins going to come up on a 1st and 10. And he's hit on all 6 of his throws on this drive. Looking for Thielen, but it's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Now, the previous drive they punted, but that was just the first time they've had to do so in this game.
And when they turn on the game film, the coaches will rant about this, right? They'll say, oh, God, we got to move the ball, guys. We can't punt the ball away. But they have to keep smiles off their faces because that's the first time in the game they've had to do so. They've moved it quite well. They'll overall be happy with what they've seen.
It's a Bengal 1st down, a pickup of 11.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Mixon with a 1st down carry. Mixon hit, and the ball is out. And the Vikings pick up the football.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th.
Let's get off the field.
Hey, 382,
Cousins now after the fumble recovery. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Give him 18 there and give the Vikings a 1st down. 1st down. Here's Cousins. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Cousins. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
Cousins to throw it. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. It's the linebacker, Michael Kendricks. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line.
Partner's bad enough when you just can't hold on to the football. But when your quarterback's throwing it to the other team, that's 3 interceptions now, 4 turnovers for the game. You really have no chance to win the football game.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
And he'll find Hall. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
The Bengals on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Now Wentz. Throw left side complete. That's Hall. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a 1st down. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Carson Wentz with touchdown pass number 4 on the afternoon. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Now Wentz again. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coach...
It's caught inside the 25. Cousins finding Diggs on a big one, 53 yards. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
Different story this time around. We had that huge gain, followed by a sizable loss here. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Cousins, throw left side on target to Thielen. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
Check 52.
They'll try to get it on the ground with Madison. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it 1st and goal. To throw, Cousins. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Geno Atkins in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got it 2nd and goal as they look for a late touchdown. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
They do get 8 out of the pitch and catch. However, it's 4th down.
Black.
57's mine. I don't even know why this team's...
Now Cousins on 4th down. Forced out to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Carl Lawson with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
The Bengals drive about to get going, and a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
52's the mic. Touchdown, defense. 5-2.
Oh, look at this. Wentz going to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Strong right.
Working from the gun, Wentz. Escaping the pressure right. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. A big 3rd down conversion with a gain of 28. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Wentz to throw again. And his throw's going to be incomplete. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
Now Wentz. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. The Vikings going to signal for the 1st of their timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24.
Take 4.
Again, it's Wentz. He finds his running back, Mixon. And, oh, my goodness, he loses it again. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
You better bring it. You better bring it. I'm letting you know right now, you better bring it.
Wentz to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And really, it looked at times like they just had this one in cruise control out there.
They deserve a ton of credit because You and I both know, heck, they knew, but this is a tough place to play. Overcame that with ease, romped home with an easy win, and here's the best part for them. It'd be easy to get to the airport because the crowd left pretty early in this one, didn't they?
Well, plus they have a police escort.
Okay, you had to spoil that part of it. Of course, they're going to get there, but think about how wide open things are now because this crowd didn't expect this.
No.
So they went back to the tailgate and said, let's go eat. This one isn't any fun for us.
Yeah, they took the drama out of this one pretty early on. So for Cincinnati, it's a nice win to finish off what's been an ugly first half as they move to 2-6. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans. Meanwhile, for Minnesota, things are kind of getting ugly as they drop to 1-7 now on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.